All right, ladies and gentlemen, Christopher Greene, very serious cascading events ahead. This is my opinion alone. But I wanted to get out this breaking live video broadcast to you. Please like and share it. I believe China is going to be blamed for a global economic cascading domino effect collapse here in the West. In fact, I just put out a pre-recorded video that I just released. It's absolutely urgent that you watch it. But I also wanted to condense the main bullet points in this video to make sure each and every eyeball worldwide that's been tuning in, especially if you've been with me for years, you understand the truth about what's about to happen. They're going to shift blame for a total economic, financial, cultural meltdown here in the United States of America and also European nation states, I believe, on a default in China. We are already seeing cascading events. In fact, in recent days and weeks, I've been reporting on bank runs in China. Now we have growing protests. We're seeing a housing crisis, many of the buildings in ghost cities not being built. And this appears to be the event, the big one that people are looking for, like Michael Burry, for example, of The Big Short. We've seen major players, institutions on Wall Street selling their corporate stock, whether or not this is Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, saying it's things like we're going to acquire Twitter, but really it appears that they're just cashing out. In addition to that, we've had systemic bankruptcies in China recently, most notably Evergrande. These are multi-billion dollar, maybe trillion-dollar defaults. And this affects not just China, it affects the rest of the world. Now, we have seen very intentional, very decisive, systematic moves by the United States diplomatic relations with China in recent weeks. Again, it was a predetermined plan to send Nancy Pelosi on behalf of the Biden administration and U.S. officials into Taiwan. And what did that do, ladies and gentlemen? It ratcheted up tensions, which is exactly what I think that they wanted. Again, just like the raid with Mar-a-Lago ratcheted up tensions, and it plays into the two-party system of the divide and conquer strategy that they have here in the United States, problem, reaction, solution, Hegelian dialectic, sending Nancy Pelosi has only heightened tensions and saber-rattled what XI in China is doing with its war games in Taiwan. And in fact, they just had a major naval vessel roll up to port in Sri Lanka. You know what the largest principal nuclear powers outside the United States and other countries like Russia are? India, China, and also Pakistan. In fact, an article from Nature magazine, nature.com, just put out, they said even with a minor incident, as we see things ratcheting out of control in Ukraine, could result in 1/3 of the population starving. That's according to science.com and nature.com. If a big event happens, worse than Nagasaki and Hiroshima, 2/3, there would be a global famine in Western nations. Now, there were some critical reports. One I forgot to mention earlier today, but a weapons depot actually exploded out in Ukraine. You can look this up on Twitter right now. Okay, we also have seen Russia drop out of the IAEA. I forget what that stands for, the acronym, but it's like, you know, the nuclear people that come in and basically try to like calm things down. They've been thrown out of that. We see the United States passing useless bills like the Inflation Reduction Act, which is going to do nothing but clip our coins. Another reason why you should buy gold and silver today. Link below, AMTV Gold. You should get into real assets today, ladies and gentlemen, because the Inflation Reduction Act isn't going to get rid of inflation. It's going to create inflation. Okay, we just saw the People's Bank of China, and this was another surprise move, cut interest rates in recent days. That tells me we are on the brink of an economic financial collapse, and I think it's going to be centered and focused on China, and this is a perfect narrative because now all U.S. politicians don't have to blame themselves, our central bank or the Federal Reserve, or the actions that they're taking as they're sparking with these intentional decisions to go out in Ukraine, etc. And they can blame it on China as the problem as this conflagration blows out of control into what I'm fearing, and many have feared for some time. I think we're already in World War III. China and Russia are the focus. These are the geopolitical pieces, okay, to the puzzle, to the economic financial reset that we've been talking about here for a very, very long time. It's very, very concerning, ladies and gentlemen. I want you to go watch my pre-recorded video. It's a good one. It's only like 10 or 11 minutes. And then get ready. Get what you need. Visit AMTVgold.com. I got a link here and up here. I'm almost sold out on our Archangel Michael's gold and silver. Almost sold out of our bars. Get these now. I'm lucky to just get more in stock this week. And I got a lot more orders. Thank you for your patronage going out this week as well. Thank you for your patience. I do appreciate that. Get ready. I'm telling you guys, this is happening now. Keep your eyes on China. Okay, there is going to be a massive, I believe, implosion, financially speaking, in China. And it's going to cascade all around the world. And that's what they're going to blame for a sovereign debt collapse here in the United States. U.S. debt default. Joe Biden is moving towards, by the end of this month in August, a debt jubilation for billions of dollars, potentially $300+ billion in student loan debt. This is going to move to housing, mortgages, consumer credit card debt. We are already seeing Americans completely squeezed, with housing up 40%, food prices up 50% in some cases, energy shocks worldwide. We have had some positive news where they're getting out grain and wheat out of Ukraine, but it's still gravely diminished to where it once was. I mean, you could read these reports on Economist magazine, various outlets, talk to farmers on the ground, and they'll tell you that we're going to move into a famine situation soon. Talk to these people on the ground. Talk to Middle America. Talk to these people. Talk to the ranchers. I talk to them out here in Maui. They're all telling me the same thing. So get ready. AMTVgold.com. Get out of fiat. Cash is trash, ladies and gentlemen. Help us build the inroads of the Island Project and more. This is the alternative to liberty and freedom as we move forward through this geopolitical instability. You know, I think a lot of people, they grow so complacent. They're like, oh, no, Chris, no, nothing bad's going to happen. No, you need to get this. You need to get this. You need a dollar cost average. You need to click the link below. You need to share this video. You need to realize and understand the truth. What is coming next, which we've already been getting, is not just inflation, but is a debt currency reset to CBDCs and then UBI. And how are they going to get there, ladies and gentlemen? World war, geopolitical instability. Why do you think Nancy Pelosi just poked the bear over in Taiwan? It's not like they didn't know that that was going to rouse up XI in China. Of course they did. That's why they sent her there. They sent her there for that exact reason. And what has he done since? As they sit on the precipice of economic financial collapse? Because a lot of it, is internal. They've grown very quickly. They're building all these ghost cities. Okay, they've been using a lot of leveraged debt. China is has a huge history of thousands of years, but it's a re-emerging dominant empire of the 22nd century. They're taking over, so it's not going to be perfect. China's going to have its 1929 fallout depression moment like the United States did when we were a rising empire. See, now we're a declining empire, and they're a rising empire. So these imperfections are going to present themselves, and it's going to roil markets. So we've seen this, at the upper echelon of Wall Street already. They've been selling these paper assets. So I'm telling you guys to get out, instinctually and factually, in my opinion. These are all my opinions. But it's a rallying cry, ladies and gentlemen. Paul Revere moment. I'm telling you, get silver, get gold. Click the link below, amtvgold.com. I have a link down here. It's our official link in the description, or up here. I'll never contact you on Telegram. I'll never contact you on WhatsApp. So ignore that if you see that. The only links are up here that I post or in the description, amtvgold.com. So I want to hear your thoughts, comments, questions. Please like and share. But again, Nancy's visit to Taiwan was intentional. It has poked the bear of China. It's having severe repercussions. They just put a huge naval warship out in Sri Lanka. India is extremely pissed off. They are nuclear capable. We had a weapons depot explode out in Ukraine earlier today. Okay, they're saying that the nuclear facility could spread a ash cloud all over Europe, which, God forbid, I hope it doesn't. I mean, let's pray that it doesn't. But this is what they're saying. Zelensky is warning of a nuclear event affecting Europe. Ukraine's right next door. Again, this would all be a part of the narrative, that they're going to need. And now we have an economic financial collapse narrative centered on China. I can see every U.S. politician out. If it wasn't for China, China's economic collapse, it really affected the United States, just like Putin's price hike. And, it's never their fault. Never leave a politician behind should be the motto here in the United States of America. So it's the perfect shift of blame to two principal nations, China and Russia. It's their fault. That's why we'll be in another depression in the United States. Not our fault. It's China. Then they'll send you to war when they can't do anything else. As they move us into all these shenanigans they've been telling us about for years, this is where it's all headed. So Taiwan has been a big focus. Ukraine is a big focus. China is now very specifically a big focus. Also, notice China XI this week is meeting with the Saudi king. Who's in charge? It's not the United States, guys. Okay, so XI is very much now making his planned moves as a result of Nancy's visit. And you're telling me U.S. politicians weren't aware of this? Of course they were. That's why they sent Nancy Pelosi. So get ready. Pray unceasingly. Jesus Christ is king. I'm Christopher Greene. I love all of you tuning in. Stay prepped, stay vigilant. You are the Island Project, ladies and gentlemen. Visit our links below. Also, get some gold. I appreciate your patronage, but you're going to need it. Get this stuff now. Get out of cash, get out of fiat, buy real assets, gold, silver, real estate, get into Island Project, and share this message. You just heard the truth. God bless.